Hey y'all, welcome back to Miss Wigglesworth's Library Corner. I'm so happy to see y'all, and I'm real excited today because I've got a very special guest. My cousin from California named Tristen is here today.
Hey, what's up, dudes? It's me, Tristen from California, home of the tastiest waves. Woo!
This is going to be so fun, y'all. So Tristan's going to help me read a story today. And today what we're going to be reading, it is so silly, y'all. You're going to like this one. It is called Once Upon a Cool Motorcycle Dude. What's that going to be about?
That's a rad title. Yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, y'all, let's get started. Gotta find the beginning. Okay, there it is. Okay, let's find out what it's all about. For our library project, we were supposed to tell our favorite fairy tale, but we couldn't agree on which story was the best, so we just made one up. I'll begin the story.
And the little dude's like, my beginning's better. Yeah, go ahead, whatevs.
Oh my gosh, y'all, look at that. Look at that. He's being so mean.
He's like, you can tell there's like competition and stuff, you know?
Yes, like he's being mean. Once upon a time, in a castle on a hill, there lived a beautiful princess named Princess Tenderheart. I love that name.
Yeah.
That's
Cute.
It's Tenderhearted.
Toad's cute.
That's Tenderhearted. I love that. He's so California. I learned all this lingo. Every day, Princess Tenderheart would play with her 8 beautiful ponies. She named them Jasmine, Nimble, Sophie, and Polly, and Penny, and Sunny, and Monica. Her favorite pony of all was called Buttercup.
Little dude's like, please, don't call him Buttercup. Call him Ralph or something.
Oh, goodness. It's like they just can't agree. Look at that beautiful princess. Why would you not like a beautiful princess? He's a grumpy guy.
Consternation.
He's a grumpy guy. One night, a terrible thing happened. A giant came and stole away poor little Jasmine. All the other ponies cried and cried and cried, but Princess Tenderheart cried the hardest of all. It was very sad. The very next night, the giant came and took Nimble and Sophie. Princess Tenderheart cried all day and refused to eat.
The little dude's like, oh, please, get a grip, princess.
She's so sad, and he's making fun, and she's having the hardest time. She lost her.
It's like he's not even in touch with his feelings.
She lost her pony. Wouldn't you be sad if you lost your pony? Wouldn't you be sad? Her father, the king, hired all the princes he could find to protect the ponies. But night after night, another pony was stolen. I lost a bobble.
Whoa, bobble alert! Bobble alert!
I lost the bobble, y'all. You get all fancy, and then every once in a while, the bobbles fall. The bobbles fall. But
That's life.
I got it crisis averted. I got it back in. Okay. The poor princess just sat in her room and turned straw into gold thread. She cried and cried and cried when only Buttercup was left. Princess Tenderheart thought her heart would break. Oh, who would protect Buttercup? Okay.
Oh, little dude's like, that's it. I can take it from here. I'll tell the story my way from here.
Oh my gosh. Look at that, y'all. Look at her sadness. Look at her sadness, and he's like, ah. Because he's just like, grumpy. He's like, oh, take over.
Gotta have compassion.
He's not in touch like you said with his feelings.
Yeah. All right, so dude takes over from here. He's like, dudes, check this out. One day, this really cool muscle dude rides up on the castle on his motorcycle. Like, he says he'll guard the last pony if King gives him all the gold thread that the princess makes. The king says like, okay. And the dude sits and waits for the giant.
Oh my gosh. And the girl says, as if he's not even cute or anything. She's like, why would he say no?
He's not, but he's like a tough motorcycle dude. I mean, you know.
But she wants that prince back. She's like, he's not that cute.
Yeah, I dig that.
He looks kind of scary.
All right. So, like, that night, after the giant heads up to the castle, man, this giant was an ugly dude. Totes Uggs. He was big and mean, and he had 4 teeth in his mouth that were all rotten and yellow and black. And his breath smelled like rotten, moldy, stinky, wet feet. Oh, man. That would knock me out. I'd be like, what?
Oh, my cousin's so silly. And the little girl says, that's just gross, because she don't like that. Go ahead.
Yeah, he needs 8 ponies, this giant dude, to make a tasty pony stew. And he only has 7. Yes, so that means that night he's got to go steal the last horsey.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Y'all.
Mean dude.
He's a mean dude. Look at him. Can you see that? Oh, my gosh, he's got 4 teeth.
Yeah.
I had an uncle that only had 4 teeth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, let's see where it goes. I'm excited.
All right. So then, the muscle dude, he's got this really big sword. And the giant and the dude battled all over the place. The earth was shaking, and there was lightning and thunder, and volcanoes were exploding. It was huge.
And then the little girl goes, volcanoes. Where'd the volcanoes come from?
Fiji?
Because he just made that up because he wanted it to be real scary and real crazy, real fight, like a real battle.
It's like a...
So he just said volcanoes.
Oh, man. It's like a cool action flick.
Yeah.
Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah. Okay.
Night after night, giant comes back. But the dude beats him. Night after night, a princess makes gold thread and gives it to the dude. He gets really rich.
Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at the dude. He's
Dude's got bling now. He's blinging.
He's got that gold.
Yeah, the end, says the little boy.
That's it. The princess just sits around making thread.
Yep.
I don't think so. I'll tell you what happened, Bubba. So she didn't like that. She said, no, I'm not sitting around making gold thread. That's silly. I'm not going to do
She's
that.
fighting back.
Princess Tenderheart goes to the gym and pumps iron.
Whoa.
She becomes Princess Warrior. Very cool.
She's got cool tries.
Yeah, and she tells the dude to make his own thread. She says, you do it. I'm not doing that dirty work anymore. I don't want to do that. I want to make that thread into gold. She don't want to do it.
Good for her,
Yeah,
right?
she's standing up for herself. We love that, don't you?
Yeah,
love that?
I think that's very cool.
So that night, the princess has this huge and tremendous battle. The giant runs back to the cave. The end.
All right.
Look at it. Look, y'all. Look at her fighting back. Oh, my gosh, y'all. Look at the giant. He's running away.
Oh, he's scared, man.
He's scared.
Got a little tail between his legs.
He's running away.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And the dude just sits there making gold thread.
So little dude goes, nuh-uh. See, this is what really happened. The dude makes this really cool blanket out of the gold thread. And when he puts it over his head, he turns invisible. Then he goes to rescue the pony. So he's like putting a blanket over his head and he goes, whoa.
Where'd he go?
Now you can't
Where'd
see
he
me.
go? Where'd he go? Just kidding, he's right over here.
I'm over here, dudes. I'm just joshing. I didn't disappear. Just went off camera.
He was right over there the whole time.
So he's like hiding and stuff in like the hills and stuff. And he's like, you can't see me. You can't see us.
The princess goes with him.
Little dude goes, fine.
The dude and the princess get into this big fight over who gets to free the ponies.
Yeah, but then the giant hears voices, gets so scared, he jumps off the cliff. Kabloof!
Yeah.
Splash.
And then they go,
Cool! Teamwork. In the end, they're like totally buds.
That's so sweet. I love that, y'all. They became friends. Have you ever had a friend like that? That you just thought, oh, I like that person.
Yeah, Derek. You remember Derek from Santa Clara? Man, me and that dude just bump heads, and then one day we're like, hey, you like waves? I like waves. Let's go.
And now y'all are friends. It
Yeah.
happens. It happens. You can become friends. So the princess and the prince, this is the little girl. So the princess and the prince fall in love.
Little dude's like, what? Who said he was a prince? And like, what's this stuff about love?
They get married on a beautiful spring day, and then they have a baby, and it's the most beautiful baby girl.
Little dude's like, nah, it's a boy. Shocker, he wants a boy.
He was a boy. That's so funny. But they're friends. They're still friends. Let's see. And it says at the very end.
It's a boy.
And she says, it was a girl. Because they still can't agree on everything, but they're still friends.
What are you going to do?
They're still friends. And it says, the end. That was so silly.
It was.
That was so silly, y'all. We had so much fun reading to y'all. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming to Miss Wigglesworth's Library Corner. And I want to thank my cousin Tristen for coming because he made it a lot of fun.
Oh, thanks, Miss Wigglesworth. Oh, man. I had such a great time with you dudes and dudettes. It was tubular.
It's so fun.
Woo! I'm out.
So last thing, I want you to remember that you are smart. You are amazing. You are beautiful. And you are fun. I'll see you next time, babies.